Hello ladies, my name is Deidre with LuLaRoe by Deidre, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about the rectangle body shape and how we can best style the figure of the rectangle body shape to feel a little bit more confident and excited about the clothing that they're wearing. What I've learned over my time as a consultant is how many women really do not have an understanding of their own body shape, but tend to dress themselves somewhat in a way that flatters themselves, but sometimes still just feel like blah, that they don't always really know what they should be wearing, or why when they try an outfit that somebody else wears, it doesn't look good on them. And one of those reasons is because not everybody can wear something the same way and look just as amazing as somebody else did, because we just have different body shapes, and there's easy ways that we can dress ourselves to feel confident and excited. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. Most of us don't have a personal styling assistant that we used to wake up to every morning that lays out our clothes and styles us just right so we can go about our day feeling confident. But with some tips on how to dress your own body, you can have that same sense of confidence with just following some basic things that enhance your figure. Now, as far as the rectangle body shape is concerned, you're going to find that these women have a smaller chest, really slender arms and legs, an asset I wish I might have, and an undefined waist. So basically what that means is their hips and their shoulders are the same width, and their waist may be a little bit smaller, but not much. So they're really just that. They're a rectangle shape. The one thing that we can do with LuLaRoe and shirts is to define our waist. So the main thing that we're going to do here is bring attention to our waist so that we show attention to it. And we're going to do that simply by adding a belt, like you'll see in the left photo with the Randy. But what else is going on here in this photo is the Randy, because of the different sleeve colors, brings attention to the shoulders, giving it an appearance that the shoulders are a little bit wider than the actual waist. Now with the pattern mixing, which I know a lot of people are afraid to do, maybe myself included, they're bringing attention to both their top and their bottom. And what that does is it makes them both have a little bit more width, or appear to have a little bit more width, and their waist, because it's defined, a little bit smaller. So basically what you're getting here is an hourglass shape. Now before we go on, the one amazing thing about the rectangle shape is they can truly be whatever they want. You can pick a body shape for a day and be that. You can add attention to the top half and be an inverted triangle, which means that it looks like your shoulders are wider than the rest of your body. You can add more focus to your bottom half and make yourself have a pear shape by just bringing attention there and slendering the top half. You can really truly be whatever you want to be, which is why you'll often find that models have a rectangle shape, because designers can really do whatever they want with this shape. So pick a shape and be that for the day. But if you're wanting to define that waist and make it look as if you have more curves than you may already have, than you do, these are a few things that you can do to get that, to achieve that look. On the right photo, what you're going to see here is that we have taken an Irma, which most women who are rectangle shaped, I have found, don't necessarily love the Irma. They'll throw it on and go, this looks terrible on me. But you can wear the Irma with a few styling tips. What we're doing here is tucking it into the azure, and we're causing the bottom of the Irma to give a defined waist. We're bringing attention to it, and we're giving them a waist. Again, we're pattern mixing here. One thing to remember when you're pattern mixing is that it's best to do one of the patterns a large print and the other pattern on the other piece a smaller print. That gives you the best pattern mixing look. The easiest way to do that is a floral and a stripe, like on the left photo. So if you're looking at experimenting with that, that's my tip on how to pattern mix. The classic tee as well can also be another great shirt for you because it flares out just a smidge on the hips and brings a little bit more definition to the waist. But you may find that you want to put a belt on there too because it's going to define your waist then. Otherwise, if you don't, what you might find is that you kind of look even more boxy because it brings attention to the bottom of the shirt, which is a lot lower than your actual waist. You can also skip a belt and do a blazer or a jean jacket that hits you right on your hips. Don't do a crop. Well, you could do a crop top too. That'll define your waist, but you can find that putting a jacket on can give you a little bit more of waist too if you find the right height. As far as skirts, the A-line skirt, which would be our azure skirt, is fantastic for you. That A-line gives more dimension to the bottom and flatters your body in a way that it looks like you have more hips. Again, this is more pattern mixing, and the reason for that is they're bringing balance to the top so you don't just look like you have curves on the bottom but not the top. And again, the belt for the defined waist. On the right photo, skipping the belt, not pattern mixing, this is an easy way and a very comfortable way for many people to do it, is by putting a pattern on either on the bottom and then a solid on top. But the balance is being brought up to the top by putting on a chunky necklace. You can also achieve that with a scarf, which we'll talk about in a minute. So don't think that you have to pattern mix. There's lots of ways that you can do this without pattern mixing. As far as dresses, Amelia and Nicole are flat out the best dress for you. The Nicole and the Amelia both give you a waist, and you can simply define the waist a little bit more with a belt and then bring attention to the top with a chunky necklace or a scarf like we did here on the left. If you would like to try the Carly, another great easy way to do that is simply by belting it. There's different knots that you'll find on Pinterest or on the web or different pages that you can do that still bring that definition to the waist by scrunching the fabric across the waist. So play around with that too. Don't be afraid to try different things to bring that definition to your waist. Leggings. You lucky girls can definitely either wear patterned or solids. The sky is truly the limit with your body shapes. Don't be afraid to try new things. You'll see again on the right, not pattern mixing, bringing attention to the top by adding a chunky necklace. Accessories truly are your best friend. They're what is going to bring attention to different parts of your body and balance out whatever outfit you have on for the day. Again, just to reiterate, the chunky necklace and the scarf are a fabulous way. As far as shoes, one great thing to remember is that you have slender legs, and the best thing that you can do is accentuate that by using a heel or a slender shoe. Throwing on something that's a little bit wider and chunkier is going to make your legs look a little bit bigger, and really not as necessary unless you just feel like wearing it. Again, you have the opportunity to really wear whatever it is that you want to wear. But on those days that you wake up and you feel like nothing looks good on you, and maybe you're just having a day where you feel bloated and you're not sure what to do, and some of these tips can just leave you feeling a little bit more empowered and less likely to feel like nothing looks good on you, and maybe you won't be complaining to your husband that you need a whole new wardrobe, right? So follow these tips if you're just trying to figure out how to make that outfit or that piece of clothing that you bought that you're not sure how to flatter your figure, because simply accessorizing and styling in a way that complements your body really changes things for you. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. I'm more than happy to help in any way that I can. Enjoy your night.